Hey, what's up, guys? Behind me is the Aristocrat Restaurant, an original Filipino cuisine which was established in 1936, considered one of the oldest restaurants in the Philippines. This particular building was built in 1939. Now let's go and check out the food and the history behind this place.
Engracia Cruz Reyes, or Asiang, was born to a poor family in Navotas in April 16, 1892. Her mother was a street peddler who sold food, sauces, and fruits, and later managed a small neighborhood eatery, popularly known in the Philippines as carinderias. She developed her cooking skills at a young age, having to prepare the meals of her five younger siblings while her parents were out working for a living. She was able to complete only 4 years of primary education. In 1912, Asiang married Alexander Reyes, a young lawyer from her hometown. In 1928, to augment her family's income as her husband struggled to establish his legal practice, and also since their brood was growing, Asiang decided that since she was cooking for a lot of people already, having 13 children, she might as well earn from all that effort. Asiang quickly converted the ground floor of their house into a small carinderia at Calle de Marquez de Comillas in Ermita, Manila. She named her eatery Lapu-Lapu after the Mactan chief who defeated Ferdinand Magellan in battle, and also adopted a native motif as interior decor. These nationalistic manifestations especially stood out considering that the Philippines was under the American colonial rule. She primarily served Filipino and affordable food. Students from St. Teresa across the street would come in droves to sample Asiang's specialties: pansit luglog, dinuguan with puto, lumpiang ubod, and arroz caldo. In 1936, a new item was added in the menu, the adobo sandwich. It originated from the Reyes family habit of having picnics at Luneta. Because there was always a need for meals on the go, Asiang would pack easy-to-get food for her family to eat. She observed that many of the stalls in Luneta were serving American fare like hot dogs and hamburgers, so she thought to make a Filipino version. She decided to use chicken adobo as her palaman. Soon, her native sandwiches became a hit that friends of her children and husband would intentionally stop by at their picnic spot just to get the taste of it. The popularity of her sandwiches in the park gave Asiang an idea for a rolling food store in 1940. Much like the food trucks of today, they converted an old Ford car into a mobile canteen. The mobile restaurant featuring a menu stacked with traditional Filipino dishes, which she named Aristocrat. The choice of the name was ironic and pointed, for during that period, Filipino cuisine was not considered an appropriate food in the homes of the Filipino elite. The rolling food store would go around Luneta Park and the nearby areas serving the same food her family would eat during their picnics. By force of circumstance, the rolling store moved from Luneta to Dewey Boulevard, now known as Rojas Boulevard. Alex and Asiang decided to put up a permanent restaurant in that same spot where it still stands today, making the Aristocrat one of the oldest restaurants in Manila. The Aristocrat survived wartime through Asiang's resourcefulness and food innovations. All this made the restaurant the place to be, and soon there were new ventures including a branch in Cubao, Ermita, and a beach resort in Las Piñas. But the beach resort posed a new kind of problem for Asiang. Her cutlery rarely found their way back to her kitchen since diners would bring them to their beach huts. As a solution, she began to serve food barbecue style, lessening the use of utensils. This sample problem-solving experiment paved the way for one of Aristocrat's beloved bestsellers, the chicken barbecue. just like this one.
So this is one of their signature meal, their classic meal, which consisted of grilled chicken with the Java sauce, especially made here, and the Java rice. This one's achara.
How is it?
Good. Almost done. Sometimes you have to use your hands to eat it. Well, most of the time.
In 1948, her husband was appointed as an Associate Justice of the Philippine Supreme Court. And Asiang's reputation as a cook also grew due to the home dinners she had cooked for many of the leading political figures of the day, friends of her now prominent husband. By the 1950s, the menu had expanded to feature such present-day specialties, such as chicken and pork barbecue skewers, kare-kare, chicken honey, crispy pata, and even the variation of the adobo sandwiches they used to sell at the Luneta. The popularity of the Aristocrat also helped usher a renewed popularity of Filipino cuisine as worthy first-class food. A reputation Asiang enhanced by her insistence of serving such dishes in the dinners she was often called to cater at the Malacanang Palace. Through the years, Lola Asiang was recognized as the mother of Filipino cooking. Whenever Asiang cooked for her customers, she put in some love and care as though she were cooking for her own children. She believed that no matter the size of your budget, you can eat like an aristocrat. That's how Aristocrat has come to be for Filipinos. A welcoming home where hearty appetites and modest wallets are rewarded with quality food and good old feeling of family.
So I'm drinking a sago gulaman, which is a drink of arnibal or cooked brown sugar, and the sago is the pearl, and the gulaman is the jelly. This is a famous drink here in the Philippines, and it's very, very sweet.
As for Asiang herself, she had some personal accomplishments in life. In 1937, she joined the suffragette movement. She won an award for Mother of the Outstanding Family of the Year, Republic Day Award in 1955, Most Outstanding Woman Award in the Philippine Marketing Association in 1967. She later died on July 6, 1975. And for her honor, the Golden Mother Award for Outstanding Mother of the Year was created by the National Youth in 1982. As for the contribution to the Philippine culture, the Aristocrat Restaurant was given a historical marker on July 4, 2013 by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines. After more than 80 years in the food industry, the success of the Aristocrat is attributed to the clear and simple vision of Asiang to serve quality Filipino comfort food, and her legacy lives on.
Guys, that's it for our food tasting and history behind the Aristocrat Restaurant. So next time, bye.
So guys, if you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and feel free to comment.
Hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell. Come on, guys, hit the bell.
For notifications.
And don't forget to share.
And like!